inspired by a post, Denise, that you shared from the Black marriage movement, the post about partner abandonment and the Cassidy experience.
Oh, yeah.
Which in short was about breaking the vow through sickness and health. According to that post, men are more likely to leave a sick wife versus a wife leaving a sick husband. Now, what I found interesting as I continued to do research was that without prior history, partner abandonment is most likely to happen within the first 5 years if any of the following occur. Does physical appearance matter after marriage?
To an extent, I think so. Should it be like a whole, deal breaker or cause for divorce if something were to change? No, but getting to the root of what may have caused a physical appearance to change might be a better angle than to just leave someone because maybe they gained a little bit of weight or
as far as weight is concerned, that I feel like is gonna matter until the day I die for me personally. And I say that because don't you want to feel sexy? Like you don't want to feel attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that doesn't just come from weight, but I think that does definitely play a part in it, at least for me. When you say a change in your physical appearance, are you just talking about weight? Or are you talking about are you talking about you used to wear makeup and now you don't? You used to get your hair done, but now you don't. You used to do, the things you used to do, but now you don't. When I did get married, it was like, all right, well, takes a little bit of the pressure off per se, but I definitely think it still matters. It matters. Now, if you're talking about things you can't control, such as like baby weight and things like that, loose skin, stuff like that from, pregnancy and stretch marks. And I don't think that those things matter because, it kind of comes with the territory. But I definitely do know brothers that's like, yeah, it's been a year since you had that baby. Like, it ain't baby weight no more. You just gained 20 pounds. So let's get that off. A lot of women will let that additional 20, 30 pounds just stay on and call it baby weight still. And it's like, okay, you may have gotten it when you were pregnant, but you ain't had a baby in 7 years. Let's just not eat so much bread and sugar. How about that?
Not in a,
I'm fine.
You getting big.
I'm fine.
Like as a,
you want to go to the
real...
gym? Nope. I know multiple people who have been married multiple times. I knew somebody that was married and divorced 4 times.
Disgusting.
That is true.
Yeah, very much
really
disgusting.
I don't want to do that.
I can't take that.
That's just too much.
And they were under 40.
That's insane. What are you doing? Are you proposing on the first date? Like, what's going on?
Social media and this whole Instagram way of life and things like that really muddy the waters as far as what it means to be a provider. I think a lot of women look for a man to be a provider because they want him to provide hair and nails and eyelashes and makeup and trips and dinners and things of that nature. And I don't think that really falls under the umbrella of being as a Black man, I don't really feel like that falls under the umbrella of being a provider.
I think maybe that's part of why I'm I just can't get with reality TV much anymore because it's their life has become a performance. Like their life is a performance.
That's really deep, Denise. That was good. That was good.
I mean, so that's what you gotta, and it's so just not real. And it's very performative. And I don't know. I just find it strange. Sometimes when I look at it now, I get it, there's all kind of ways to make money now, but I just don't know that could be a way that I could make money is by
putting a business on Front Street.
Putting my business and then not just putting it out there, but intentionally sensationalizing things. Like,
domestic violence and cheating were not on the list.
Because it's not a deal breaker. It's the truth. You close your mouth, child. Close your mouth.
That's going to be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, okay, that's going to be a deal breaker for you. I know plenty of women who.
I mean, I know it happens. I mean, it's like
frequently. Like I know multiple women who that.
I'm sure it happens, and that's sad. Like
Great.
that's devastating. It doesn't make it right.
I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying
Yeah,
I know
I
it's
know.
true.
But the thing is, I mean, but because they
It's a
say that
fact.
even with cheating too, you know, like
You're willing to take the good with the bad as long as the bills are paid. Like ultimately,
because I can
like, that's
and
just the way that
this
it is.
isn't like having your bills paid. Like that's, you know, goes into like your personal security. You know,
Women, mostly unmarried women, put way. Now I'm not gonna say way too much weight on infidelity, but they act as though cheating is the worst thing that can happen in your relationship and shit like that.
ooh,
I
you
know
got
some
so
bitches
tense. Your body said what?
I know some bitches can tell you like, oh yeah, X, Y, and Z, that definitely happens, and it wasn't as bad as so and so that was, got her jaw broke, or so and so whose husband was addicted to crack and didn't tell her, so and so's husband who took out loans and credit cards in her name, whatever like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Personally, that's how I feel. That it's not the absolute worst thing that could happen. I mean, we're all humans, right? You're all ultimately.
But if your wife, it was just one, I forgive you.
We're gonna have to have a conversation about it, but ultimately, I recognize it's not the absolute worst thing that could happen.
My husband is watching.
It's up there, like it's up there.
No, don't get me wrong. It's very, very serious, but we're not gonna act like it's number one.
It's not number one, but it's up there.
Okay, it's top five, but is it?
If I'm filling out this survey, then it's in the top.
It's top three.
Right. Yeah. I
Up.
would say top three.
So give me your top three then. I want to know. I want to talk about physical. That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about somebody wrote you a nice note at work.
You got a nice note at work. I don't want to hear that. Tell me the nitty gritty.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I'm talking about the physical portion of it.
Right. What was in the note?
Give me your
Did
top
they talk
three.
about bending you over the
top
desk?
three.
What's going on?
Okay. He's so nice to me. I just feel drawn to him because he's my work husband. I don't got to call it that. I'm talking about.
Tell me about the time he knocked all the stuff off the desk.
She's saying, you know what? He heard me out. He listened. I cried. He rubbed my back, and then my panties were on the floor. That's what happened. But I made sure I put my portion of this month's bill money in the joint bank account.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Narrow it down to your top three.
So my security, okay.
Okay, so now the first thing that you said, go ahead.
Top three. Right. In which order? You didn't say in which order.
Okay. But that's the first that came to mind. Your security, the roof over your head.
Let's stick to these vowels here. It's just that simple.
Okay, so what's the other two that you left out of the top three? So he can be gigantic, right? He's gigantic now. The first 5 years, he didn't put on 300 pounds. You don't care as long as the bills are paid and he's not cheating.
What is this about?
I think mine are probably similar as far as like abuse is like that's not happening. And then infidelity, that's up there as well.
Is that number two?
That might be number three.
What's two?
Two, maybe. See, that one's hard for me because I toss between like the financial aspect, but also the communication. Because I just feel like you can't go anywhere. Like all those other things happen because of the lack of communication.
Dangerous, but good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's exhilarating.
It's all in how you frame it. Right.